welcome back to another Renae's Corner video. I'm Tanisha Renae and welcome back to my car. I feel like I record better in the car. I don't know why, it feels better. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the process after interviews and like what sort of happens now that I'm done interviewing and sort of where I'm at as of February 9th. So basically what happens is you interview and you will wait for offers and or declines. And so this year for psychology, they're using, well, a lot of programs are using what's known as a common hold date. And what that is basically any offer you get between like the time you interview and February 27th, you can hold that offer. And the rules are you can only hold one offer at a time, and that you'll make a decision by February 27th at 10 a.m. And if you don't make a decision by then they will either rescind your offer or like sort of be like, you need to make a decision by this day and time. And so, yeah, in some ways I like it, in some ways I don't. Because what happens is when programs email you and send you an offer, you have like 24 hours to decide if you're going to accept, decline, or hold the offer. And so with that, if you're holding an offer and then you get another offer, you only have 24 hours really to consider which offer you would rather take between the two. And I think in some ways that's helpful and in some ways it's not. What they suggest you do is after you interview, they suggest that you sort of rank the list or rank all the sites so that you're able to like quickly make the decision about, sorry, I'm trying to see if there was a bird in the tree, like quickly make the decision about like which places you would rather be. For someone like me, it's really hard because the lists are so dynamic and the places I applied to were so different that it made it extremely difficult to rank the places. So that being said, that's how the process works. After interviews, you either get offers or you'll find out that like the position is no longer available, which happened to me a lot for positions that were what I guess would be like considered higher rank positions. So I've had 3 offers so far, and I think I'm like at the point now where 3 offers and like a bunch of declines, or like a bunch of places where the position was filled before I could like get the position, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to think. So I think in the last interview diaries, I had been declined from 2 places. And then like since then I've been declined from some more just because places in the postdocs had been filled already. I think I said that and now I'm repeating myself. Sorry. So yeah, so that's sort of where we're at. I've had 3 offers. I've declined 2 of those offers in favor of a more highly ranked offer. The position, I feel like 100% I'm going to accept it. I'm just holding it because I'm hemming and hawing and I'm nervous about making decisions, to be honest. This is the first time in my entire graduate school career where I've really had a choice in what is like the next step. And that's been really difficult for me. I'm not a person, I don't think I talked about this much on the channel because there's like lots of shame built up in it. But when I applied to getting into like my very first time I applied, I only got 1 interview, didn't get to go anywhere, including any master's or PhD programs, right? So then I applied the next year, I applied to postdoc programs that only get accepted into Pitt. So that was clearly the choice I was going to do. When I interviewed for PhD programs, I only got accepted into SLU. I interviewed at tons of places, but I only got accepted at SLU. And so obviously that was the next choice, right? Even with practicum, like it was not a decision of where I had to decline other positions to accept a position. Never been in this kind of position before. And it's very different than anything I've ever experienced. And I experienced so much anxiety about it. So now we come to like internship and like, yeah, I have a little bit of say, like I put my name into the algorithm and I rank the places, but ultimately that decision was made by a computer. And so then I just went to UF, right? And so this is the first time I've had to like make a decision, and the stakes are so high. Like, this is really the last year of training I have. I mean, like, it's not the last chance I ever get at training, but it's the last year of training. And like, it's like my first Dr. Tanisha Johnson job. And so, yeah, so sort of what has led me to this decision is I got an offer from a place that I really loved and that I really, really, really feel like I can make a difference. And yeah, I feel like it's somewhere I've never lived before. It is a program that is new and also like heavy on program development. I wouldn't be doing all clinical work all the time. There's like 30% of my time is like research, program development, or whatever else I want to fill my time with, which I really like. I don't remember what number it was in the interview diaries, to be 100% honest. And honestly, I don't think I talked about it very much. But when I got the phone call that I got an offer at this place, it just felt so right. Like, I was like, oh yes, like this is the decision we're gonna make, blah, blah, blah. So I hold this offer, and then I get offered from a place that's really close to home. And I'm like, shit, like, and I declined it because I only had 24 hours. And like, I wasn't excited about it. And I'm not excited about the place I had to decline today. And it feels icky to have to decline these places. And I genuinely feel like it's just a hard decision. I don't know what else to say. It's just a hard decision. And if you talk to my parents about this, like, they will tell you that I've been like really, really like stretching myself to make this decision. And also just like, it feels bad, like, to like decline these places that like I really loved, like, and that, like, you know, there's just one that I'm more excited about. So that's kind of where we're at. I hope that helps with like explaining kind of the common hold date and what happens. So what happens after you accept an offer is you will accept the offer. So like right now I'm still holding, but I'm like 99% sure I'm going to accept this offer. But so I accept the offer, right? And then what will happen is I need to go and email everyone else that I'm still in consideration for, and email all of them that I no longer want to be in consideration and I've accepted another postdoc somewhere else, which I need to do probably like today, because I've been holding this offer. I think I got offered like right before February, so like January 30th is the day I think she called. And so yeah, that's sort of where we're at. That's sort of the process. Yeah, I have literally never been in this situation before, and so like this is me learning how to make this decision and learning how to make decisions for myself. I think I realized that like I don't have to go back home. Like, I was like always in my head of like, man, I really want to go back home, I really want to move home, blah blah blah, but like I don't have to do that. Like, I can try somewhere else. And I've lived enough places where like I just feel like I'm very easily adaptable. Like, I don't feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't move there or something like that. Like, I'm like, oh, whatever, like I can move anywhere and be okay. And I've proven that to myself now 3 times. I lived in Pittsburgh, lived in St. Louis, and now here in gosh, where do I live? Gainesville. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at. I'll probably do like a big announcement of like when I officially accepted and all of that stuff. I want to wait till all of the postdoc diaries are out, and right now they're not. So yeah, that's where we're at. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Leave a, you know, let's leave a like springtime emoji, like plants or flowers or critters, bees and stuff. Leave a springtime emoji, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for going through this process with me. I love you so much. Bye. Peace.